The mushroom kingdom is facing an economic crisis. Over the last year, every independent item shop has been crushed. Today, Bowser Corp exercises 100. It faces absolutely no competitive pressure, meaning it can set prices as high as it wants without fear of being undercut. Monopolies protect this power by maintaining barriers to entry. These are heavy obstacles, like massive startup costs or exclusive resource ownership, that make it physically or financially impossible for new entrepreneurs to open competing businesses. Now, Princess Peach has a difficult decision. She has to weigh the economic data to determine if Bowser Corp should be broken apart for abusing its power, or if an entity of this size actually provides a hidden economic benefit. Toad takes the floor first as the consumer advocate, bringing hard data to prove pricing abuse. This chart shows the concept of price elasticity of demand, or PED. By plotting two different demand curves, we can visualize exactly how consumers are trapped. First, look at the flat, elastic curve. In a normal, competitive market, if a shop raises its price, consumers simply walk next door to a competitor. That small price hike causes a massive drop in sales. But look at the monopoly's steep, inelastic curve. Because there are no substitutes, Bowser Corp can enforce a drastic price hike, and their sales volume barely moves. Consumers still have to buy. The real-world impact of this inelastic demand is severe. Bowser Corp extracts what economists call supernormal profits by siphoning wealth directly out of consumers' pockets. Furthermore, without any rivals threatening to steal their customers, the monopoly loses all incentive to improve product quality or offer good customer service. The data proves the prosecution's point. A monopoly inherently exploits consumer dependency to maximize its own profit while degrading the quality of the market. But Kamek, Bowser's CFO, steps up to the diagram board to reveal the other side of the ledger, the hidden efficiencies of being massive. This graph tracks economies of scale. It shows a long-run average cost curve sloping downwards. As the sheer quantity of items produced goes up, the average cost to produce each individual item drops. Think about the overhead of running hundreds of tiny independent shops high on the left of the curve. By centralizing all output into a single massive factory on the right side, Bowser Corp drops the cost of production to a level small businesses could never achieve. And those supernormal profits that Toad complained about? Kamek argues they serve a vital purpose, funding incredibly expensive research and development. Developing a complex item like the fire flower requires massive upfront capital. Small shops couldn't afford the laboratories to invent these technologies. Therefore, absolute market control and the resulting high profits act as the necessary engines for extreme production efficiency and technological advancement. Princess Peach delivers her verdict. If she completely dismantles Bowser Corp into tiny shops, the kingdom loses those economies of scale and the budget for R&D. Instead, she opts for heavy government regulation. By implementing artificial price caps, she protects consumers from price gouging while keeping the centralized factory's efficiency intact. When you write your IGCSE evaluation essay on monopolies, you need to structure your argument exactly like this hearing. Define the market, analyze the disadvantages to consumers, evaluate the advantages of scale, and provide a balanced conclusion. Look at this actual Cambridge mark scheme. The examiners explicitly award marks for contrasting a competitive market with a monopoly. You earn points by identifying price takers versus price makers, noting the barriers to entry, and explaining who can take advantage of economies of scale. Mastering the tension between consumer exploitation and economic scale is the whole point. It's how governments regulate real-world markets, and it's exactly how you secure top marks on your exam.